Hello, everyone. Welcome back. I hope you guys are doing okay, especially in light of actually, in the darkness, the darkness of the Nazi campaign of hatred that Trump and his cronies appear to be on. And they had of course, their little celebration at Madison Square Gardens yesterday and last night. So I'm going to use the tarot. I may come back and do another reading using Mildred Payne's Secret Pocket Oracle. But most of you like tarot, so this one's for you. I want to know, where's Schittler headed at this point? Disparaging our Latin sisters and brothers in the United States. And that guy's not really a comedian. He's just spewing hatred. And then this other little guy attacking Kamala. I mean, my God, it's just so ridiculous. And Puerto Rico. What? I mean, there's just hate. I'm going to go above and beyond Hillary Clinton calling them deplorables. They are despicable. These people aren't even really human. They're just demonic. And then to top that all off, I mean, calling Puerto Rico like an island floating out in the sea, or a floating island of trash, or whatever. My God. Ugh. And then, it was so bad. So it wasn't bad enough that he comes out and he's just, you could tell, dude's totally loaded. He's loaded on something to calm himself down or get himself going, and then he had to calm himself down with something else, because that's what addicts do. He's been an addict all his life. It amazes me that he's still upright. But anyway, it was so bad that his campaign had to put out a disclaimer afterwards. That was so bad. The Republican Party had to say, actually, not even the Republican Party, his own campaign had to say that it wasn't a reflection of them. Okay, well, you created a monster. So now you need to handle him. But here's my question. How is this going to affect? I mean, because this is going out, right? I mean, it's all over the news. How will this affect votes for him? Where's he headed vote-wise? So this will be in lieu of my little 3 card, because you're going to get more. The 3 card daily on him. I'll still do one on Kamala, but not him. This will be it for him. Right there. Okay. Well, that's interesting. Queen of Wands. Very expressive, I guess, is the situation that he's in. He's in this. Oh, I know what this is. Now, normally I would say this about it being reversed, but he is upright and he is seductive. When I hear his voice, all I hear is seduction. I hear him just, and he's calm, but that's because he's on drugs. If he wasn't on some calming drugs, he would just be raging. So he's on his last legs, I think, of being upright just to get through this campaign. And I think that he might even know that. I wonder if he even just knows that. But he can't, psychopaths, they can't ever admit defeat, and they can't ever be, he could have been growing up, he could have been open to his feelings, but I don't think that his family or his parents, probably mostly his father, didn't allow that. And we know his mother had mental illness issues. So anyway, neither here nor there with that, because we all had terrible well, I don't know about you guys, but I didn't have such a good childhood, and I made myself heal, right? I took myself out of that. So when we have the Queen of Wands coming through in the upright position, this is the exuberance and the determination. And now this could be help from women who are being seduced. That's a problem, okay? But I think maybe that's his voting base, actually. Women, well, not only, but mostly women who can be seduced, and it comes through the voice right into their sexuality because they're not healed. And then younger men who, think that he's cool because they think he's a billionaire. They don't know how maxed out he is debt-wise. And they don't understand that he's just been a vehicle for money laundering, within this transnational crime syndicate. So that's what's really going on at the heart of the heart of the reading, the forces in motion. Now, and he knows that he knows he's working on that. He knows he's got to get him by the whatevers, His biggest challenge is that these people are not well enough to, actually, you know what? He's not going to recover. His biggest challenge is that he's not going to recover from this, I don't believe. When we have the Five of Pentacles coming through in the reverse position, it's just major spiritual poverty. Now, he's trying to recover from a financial loss, but then for him, the way he's doing too, he might be losing some weight because he's just not well. That's another part of this. Another part of the Five of Wands in the reverse position on a health level is mental fog and just dulled senses. And that is exactly what I heard when I was listening to his voice. Okay, for the 3 seconds that I could handle it. All right. What he's sitting in is his unresolved, with the Page of Cups coming through reversed, is his unresolved issues with, or during his teen years. He got sent away to what was that military? He got sent away to a military camp at 13, military school. I forget the name of it. Anyway, that's what's going on. That he's sitting in this. He's sitting in his 13-year-old trauma, wounding, I suppose you could call it, but of his own making, because he was the worst brother to his siblings. He was so bad that they were helping raise him, right? But they couldn't handle him anymore, right? This is a creative block. This is his manipulating, he's just trying to manipulate things. This is him being very, very weighed down. This is his emotional immaturity, the lack of emotional maturity. This is his secrets he's hiding. This is... he's holding back. He's holding back the rage with drugs. That's what I'm getting there. In the past, all of this is why he has canceled. He has of course, he has canceled plans because he couldn't speak correctly. And I think it's because he's using a tremendous amount of drugs. The Four of Wands reversed is a breakdown in communication, and it's a transition. It's also, in the reverse position, a projection of a person's own self-hatred. They haven't come home to themselves. There's no happy family. There's no safety, security. You don't get any of that when you're as hateful as he is. what's hanging over him with the emperor coming through reversed, this could possibly be somebody who's going to be using ruthlessness against him, or it could be his own ruthlessness that is not working well. On another level, now Lori, my dear, I just love her, Lori over at the Way of Positive Change, she's a very, very gifted reader, and I'm pretty sure it's either this one or the King of Wands that she uses for the Putin card. But that's what I'm sensing, is that it's Putin's ruthlessness and Putin's agenda and oligarchs' agenda, all of the dictators all over the world and their agenda coming down on him. That he's been hooked up and connected with any dictator he can get in good with for years. That's just been the way, But so anyway, just on the most simplistic level, when the Mac Daddy, the emperor, comes through on his head, this is war. This is anger. This is lashing out. And this is up here where he has no control. Where's my chopstick? Hold on. There we go. This is either other people that he has no control over, hanging over him, or this is his own brain, of which he has no control over. But it's rigidity, it's fighting, it's a big struggle there. And because it does rule, this is Mars and Aries, so it does rule, your head and your face, I'm wondering if he is having a hard time. But Venus and Aries here, Mars and Aries here, and fiery, and I know he's just a bloviating bag of hot air. I get the feeling that he's not able to really speak correctly. So he's got limited little amounts of time that he can get up and do things. That's why he hasn't been out campaigning all over the place. He's not hitting the swing states, I don't think. Okay, near future, yeah. Oh my goodness. We have the High Priestess, and when she comes through reversed, this is, several things. I'm not being able to speak well, being silent, vision problems, emotional reactions that just have you spinning in circles. He's just cut off from any, I don't know that he's ever really been intuitive on any level, because he's never been in touch with his feelings. The heart's the gateway to our intuitive senses. So I do think that this is him not being able to speak well. Okay, whoa. In the position of his internal workings, what he's attracting due to his internal aura, his, because that's how it is for all of us. We attract what we are. And here we have the Ten of Swords. Faceplant. Done. He's done. Put a fork in it. External sources or external influences, people are wanting to make what they can off of him. People are wanting satisfaction from him. That's why, he's got little Elon, and he calls him Leon. He's got little Elon kissing his ass like nobody could kiss ass ever. And it's because he's just trying to get in and use him to get, if he's hoping he'll get in, and then Elon will have these more government contracts and protections, because otherwise, according to a grand tableau that I did on Elon Musk about a month ago, the government's coming after him. DOJ is coming after him. He had the coffin card behind him, so painful loss in the ending coming up behind him. And he was headed towards the DOJ and all this evidence backing up the DOJ. So he will be brought into alignment, or he'll leave the country, because that was the other thing that I saw. He might just leave. Okay, in Trump's hopes and fears position, he is afraid of I don't know, the law, injustice, maybe, when we have the King of Swords come through reversed. He's afraid of violence. He's afraid of abuse. He is afraid. And then on another level, he's hoping to energize the Proud Boys, right? That's the black and gold hat he was wearing. That was he's been going around like that, and I don't know if it had something to do with Elon's influence on him or whatever, but when he wears black and gold, that's a what's the tip of the hat, or what do you call it when you're, it's kind of a in plain sight call to the Proud Boys. Those are black and gold are their colors. Okay, just know that. So here we have his call going out for protection from the Proud Boys, for and also this is his hopes to be very vengeful. The king reversed is vengeance, and very, very selfish, manipulating, abusive tendencies. But yeah, there's that. And then his we keep going here, actually. Let's do it this way. Here's the outcome. And it's also, if I go one further, it's the devil. Yeah. And if I take one off the bottom, I've got the Page of Swords. So yeah, dude, you knocked it out of the park with your message. Your message is hatred towards women. And all of your speakers, they were hating on women. And I don't care if Melania appeared because you handed her $250,000. Fine, you do that. But you are just completely lost to the dark realm. You, Donald John Trump, are in bondage. You are addicted. All of these cards, spell addiction. And then what do we top it off with? He's just completely addicted. He's addicted to drugs and hatred and violence, and, he thinks he's in control, but he's not. He's not in control. And women, I think after this Madison Square Garden event, I think he's lost some women. I think the outcome is that he's lost women. Now, the Three of Cups reversed is also our card for an affair. So maybe this is Laura Loomer and Marjorie Taylor Greene fighting over him. Because they have been. And yeah, Lori and I read on what Marjorie Taylor Greene was going to do to Laura Loomer in the last live stream. So that's in there. If you want to look for it, just go to my lives playlist. And the timestamps are in, thankfully, from Hilda, gratefully. I'm so grateful. And she's been going above and beyond the Call of Duty, because the last two lives have been close to 2 hours. So we thank her for that. But anyway, timestamps are pinned to the first comment, and you can look for the Laura Loomer reading. That was actually pretty funny. Marjorie Taylor Greene, Laura Loomer. Empty G. So anyway, yeah, three's a crowd, lack, stifled creativity, depression, betrayal, fear of feelings. I'm Mercury Cancer, but used on the dark side. Thinking about women, but not getting any. Unless maybe it's Laura Loomer or Marjorie Taylor Greene. Okay, I'm going to get this uploaded, and I might do another one using another deck, and I might not. I'll see. Okay, bye.